Here we go, guys. So we're on Pratt Walk in Lambeth Road, 109, and this is what I think it is. Should be at the Metropolitan Police Forensic Sciences Services, I believe. Pardon?
Is there any particular reason why you're taking photographs of it?
What do you mean?
I'm just asking why you're taking photographs of it, that's all.
Well, because I'm visiting and it's interesting.
Sorry?
Because I'm visiting and it's interesting.
What's so interesting about it? I'm just asking.
Who are you?
I'm a police officer, I'm just asking why you're taking pictures of that building, that's all.
Okay, well, can you identify yourself at least?
I can identify myself, yeah.
That'd be grand, thank you.
It's a straightforward question, is why you're taking pictures of that building.
I can't read that from here, mate. Can you read that out to me?
It says Sergeant Paul Brewster.
Sergeant Paul Brewster.
Yeah.
Your collar number, Sergeant?
1119R.
1119R. What's the R stand for?
It doesn't, listen, all I'm asking you is why you're taking photographs, that's all I'm asking.
Well, you don't want to answer my questions, why would I answer yours? Alright, bye, Sergeant. Have a nice evening. So now Sergeant Brewster's going back in. Interesting. Yeah. Interesting building. So as I said, it's down Pratt Walk sort of area. So this is for disabled badge holders only. Wonder how many police vehicles in that park here unlawfully. You can see this one here doesn't have a disabled badge, which is interesting. They've got like a revolving door entrance, which is pretty cool. All smoking is strictly prohibited. Sorry, 2 seconds ago. I'm not sure this is best quality. It's good. 2 seconds. There we go. That should be 1080 60 FPS now. But yeah, so they got another no smoking there. So all smoking, I'm assuming that includes vapes and whatnot. They've got a sign up on the door. Please remove all backpacks before entering, as revolving door may stop suddenly. If carrying large items, please use main reception entrance. Pardon?
If you want to film, you could from.
When does your land start?
By bollards.
By the bollards?
Yeah,
Okay, no worries.
So why are you filming the entrances?
Who are you, sorry?
I'm a police officer from this building.
You're a police officer from this building. You're plain clothes, you've got your warrant card with you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Your warrant card?
Yeah.
Okay, Kadir Kalik, and your collar number?
I haven't got a collar number.
You don't have a collar number, so you're an inspector then?
No, I'm a sergeant.
You're a sergeant, so sergeants have collar numbers.
We don't have collar numbers.
But he's just given me his, and he's a sergeant.
That's not a collar number, is it? It's a warrant number. It's completely different. Okay, you've just filmed it, so you've got it. So if you want to film,
I can't guarantee that got on camera.
Okay, well,
so that's,
right, I don't really appreciate you filming me.
Well, you've approached me, knowing that I've got a camera in my hand,
so...
so...
Get off the land.
And I have.
And you asked me questions. I've answered your questions. But I said I don't appreciate you filming me. Okay?
Okay.
And so... And legitimately, I can ask you why you're filming our building.
And legitimately, I can say because I want to.
Oh, okay. You finished, or are you going to carry on filming?
Well, I'm going to be here for as long as I want to be here.
Okay.
Is there a time limit? Am I under curfew?
I'm asking you a question. Why are you getting all asking aggressive?
Well, because I don't like being accosted for performing illegal activity.
Have I touched you?
I said accosted.
No,
I didn't say assaulted.
No.
There's a difference.
Look up what accosted means, okay? Don't use words that you don't know, okay? You're on our land. You've been told to get off, okay?
Yeah, and I have.
You have done, okay? And you are filming a police building.
Well done.
Okay? So I can ask you why you're filming our building.
You can ask me, yeah, of course you can.
Right.
You can ask me what colour my fit is if you want to.
Well, I can imagine. Yeah, same stuff.
Yeah, exactly. There you
Everybody
go.
else.
Exactly. That's what my point is. You can ask me anything you want to ask me. Not a problem.
Absolutely.
Not a problem.
Yeah, and same as you can film, and I can ask away, and I can be in your way, and I can stand here quite legitimately.
Oh yeah, sure. That's fine. I've got no problem standing there, but don't
Okay.
stand in front of a camera and then say you don't want to be filmed.
No,
that's
I
a
didn't
bit
say I
silly,
don't want
isn't
to. I
it?
said I don't appreciate you filming me, but
Okay.
I will stand here while you're filming and causing nuisance out here.
How am I causing a nuisance?
Because people come and go their business, right? The police officers.
Well,
Listen, let me
when,
finish.
as a police officer, when you start using words like nuisance,
Yeah, you're
okay?
being a nuisance.
No, you
You
need
are
to understand the
being a
legislation when you start using
I'm
words
not
like
using- if I'm
no, because
using
you're
legislation-
potentially accusing me of public nuisance. If you're going to
Yeah,
throw
but
away
listen,
words like
no,
nuisance, you need to
yeah.
understand the legislation
I know
behind
the
it
legislation
and
and you
the categorisation. That's not the right word, is it?
There's lots of words you're using that you don't really understand. Okay, you are being a nuisance. Okay.
Okay.
Because there's
Well, I say you're
colleagues-
being a nuisance.
okay,
You're interrupting my lawful activity.
well,
So
you're doing a lawful activity. You're on our land.
that's lawful.
No, it's not.
It's lawful until you ask me to leave.
No,
There's no
I told you,
trespassing
yeah,
signs.
well, I
And as
told
soon as
you
you asked me, I left. So
Right,
what I
let
was
me
doing was
finish
lawful.
talking. Let me
So don't
finish.
throw away
You're
say
still-
I'm not doing something that's
Listen,
lawful when it
you are being
is.
a nuisance.
I'm not though.
You are.
I'm not.
You are.
In what way?
Right. Because my colleagues are trying to come and go from this building.
Am I stopping them from doing that?
Let me finish what I'm saying, okay? Because you're not letting me finish, okay?
Well, I don't want to let you finish.
Well, don't ask me a question then.
Well,
No, well, don't ask me a question. Then you're
Fine.
being a nuisance and you're being a pain, and you know that's what you're doing, and you're filming me. That's great. Put it on YouTube. Do what you need to do. But you're doing this just to wind up police officers. You're trying to go about their business. There's other people working, not just police officers. You don't really want their faces on YouTube or other people filming the work. You know, I'm sure you go about or people you care about go do their lawful business. They don't really want to be filmed going in and out of their place of work, do they?
they're on camera. They're in London. They're on camera every square
Okay,
inch.
but not everybody's putting that YouTube or put it out. There's no reason for you to do, and like you say, that is being a pain and being a nuisance.
It's not.
Well, in your opinion, and I'm on top of my opinion.
Yeah.
And most
See, as a
officers-
police
and
officer,
most-
you're not supposed to have an opinion. You're meant to be
Okay,
impartial.
That's absolutely rubbish.
Listen,
No.
That's absolutely rubbish.
Look, if you want to start as I'm a police officer, so I can ask you, then act like a police officer. Act impartially. Don't say you've got your opinion because you're not supposed to have an opinion. You're supposed to be impartial. I don't want to listen to you. No. Don't want to listen to them. So yeah, this is okay. So signage on this one is all personnel are required to use their access pass for entry. Security will not open the gates until the pass has been verified. Oh, so they actually have somebody pressing the buttons and that, so it's not just like they swipe and it automatically opens. Okay. I've just told you I don't want to talk to you.
No,
You're
don't-
now
listen.
harassing me.
No, I'm not harassing
Under the
you.
Protection from
I'm
Harassment Act
asking you-
1998, you're harassing me.
I'm not harassing you. I'm asking you to stop filming.
And that's why you're harassing me.
Why are you
Because
filming?
you're
I'm
trying to.
entitled to
No.
ask you why you're
Okay,
filming
but
it.
let me explain to you why exactly why you're
Go on,
harassing
you
me.
explain to me.
Under the Protection from Harassment Act 1998, okay, I think it's section 2A.
Yeah.
Somebody is engaging in harassment where they knowingly or should knowingly either try somebody to get somebody to do something.
Let's listen to what he's got to say.
Right, that either knowingly or should knowingly,
Yeah.
or what they should know is amounts of harassment if they're trying to get somebody either to do something that they lawfully don't have to, or if you're trying to stop somebody from doing something that they're lawfully entitled to do. I'm lawfully entitled to film this building. You come in and I've just told you I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah.
Are you detaining me?
No.
Right, so at this moment I've told
You're free to go.
okay, and at this moment I've told you I don't want to talk to you.
Okay.
So you continue to follow me and then ask me to stop filming. That is why it amounts to harassment, because I've told you I don't want to talk and you continue to try to use
you
your
what.
position and your power.
Call the police.
I don't want to call the police.
If you think I'm committing
I don't need
call the
to.
police.
I don't need to because I've got your collar number, I've got your name, and what I'll do is I'll forward it to the IOPC, which will get trickled down to your supervisor probably, because it's not an assault or nothing physical, right? And what I can do is I can take out a civil claim. I could put in a complaint for well, actually no, it'd be malfeasance in public office because you're knowingly doing it.
Okay.
It's not even misfeasance because it's not
No,
accidental.
I'm doing my job as a police officer that works in this building for security reasons more than anything else. I'm trying to be reasonable.
And I'm trying to do my
No,
job.
listen. I've listened to you, so please listen to me. Okay? There are reasons why I politely asked you to stop filming. Right? I'm not going to go into details, but I'm asking you politely to stop filming the police station. That
And
is
politely,
what I'm
I will
asking you.
decline your request.
Okay, fair enough.
There you go. Problem solved.
So
there we
if you
go.
want
We're
to
done.
complain- If you want to complain about me, like I said, my shoulder number is
Yeah.
119R.
Yeah, he won't give me a shoulder
my warrant
number.
number's 197403. I've told you all that.
Yep.
That's how confident I am. If you want to complain about me, you can go and complain about me within the next 10 or 15 minutes when you walk away or I walk away.
Well,
because all I've done, as you've recorded on there, I've been polite. I came up to you and said to you, I actually said to you, in a friendly way, I went, mate, you shouldn't be taking pictures here. And straight away,
yeah,
you
but
were
it's not your job to enforce what should or shouldn't be done. It's your job to enforce law. It's to uphold.
I advised you.
I don't need your
I didn't
advice.
say you
I'll tell you what, don't eat yellow snow, Sergeant. Don't run with your shoes untied. Don't run with scissors. Don't jump out of an aeroplane without a parachute. There you go, some of the free advice for you. Don't cross the street without looking. Want some more?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Carry on, yeah.
Try and shower every day.
Yeah. Any more?
Shouldn't wash your hair every day though.
Why not?
Because actually the natural oils that build up in your hair are actually good for your hair. You wash them out too often and it actually damages your hair. There you go. Not that you've got much hair to worry about, to be fair. But
well, that's really useful.
yeah, there you go.
I'll take that advice and do it.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, there you go.
I'll see if I've washed mine every day. That's why it's grey.
Exactly.
Yeah, and the spot on the back. That's where it's going. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But I was trying to explain to you, there's lots of people who work here, like these guys mostly work here and they're not police officers, they don't really want to be filmed, you know, they're going back their lawful business, same as you do. And just like,
Are they employed by the police?
I don't know.
Well,
maybe
okay.
Maybe delivering, they look like the delivery guy.
No, they could be. Well, they got a pass to get inside out their delivery.
But whatever, you know.
But my point is, if you're employed by the government, or even if you're subcontracted by the government, we have the right to come and film you, scrutinise you, and we can do whatever we want.
You can't do whatever you want.
Well, as long as it's lawful.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're not really listening to what I'm saying, are you?
Yes.
Right. So what I'm trying to say to you is, people want to go about their business without being filmed. I know you might want to film them.
I want to go about my business without being filmed, but there's cameras everywhere, so what?
Yeah. By who though? By
everybody.
By CCTV?
No. I walk down London, I've probably been photographed thousands of times today.
Okay. Well,
so what? I'm in people's pictures. And what? The thing is, you've made yourself the subject of this video by coming. The problem is, right? Do you remember in films? I don't know. What was it? Somebody gave me an example the other day. There's some really famous film, and it was like, do you remember the person sat at the bar in the orange trousers with the high heels? Everyone was like, no. It's like, there you go, because they weren't the subject of that shot. Nobody remembers them. If you just walk past without butting your nose in...
I'm not talking about me.
No, but if anybody that doesn't want to be on camera, if they're just in the passing shot, and to be fair, if it's just a passing shot, and I'm not, it's nothing that I'm particularly interested in the shot, it will probably get edited out and they probably won't even make the footage, right?
Right.
You come to me, or anybody comes to me, whether it's yourself or anybody else that says, I don't want to be on camera, it's like, well, you've made yourself the subject of that now.
I don't want to be. I don't appreciate being filmed. That's what I said.
I don't appreciate being filmed, but the police film us all day, every day. So what?
Do you not think they've got better things to do than film you all day and all day? Unless you're doing something and you're in some sort of unlawful protest or lawful protest, then they will do. But I can't. There's so many different scenarios that you can. But what I'm trying to get to you is that this is a police building, as you well know. Okay, there's certain things that people don't want to have publicised and published.
Like what?
Them coming and going, and then what they do. You know, this is and it's got security aspects. So you must understand that. You know?
Not particularly. No.
You don't understand that.
No.
Okay. Well, there's no point having this conversation then.
No, and I told you that about 5-10 minutes ago, but you're still here. So.
Well,
walk off then.
Pardon?
Walk off then.
I tried to, but they followed me. So how about that one? Hey, don't butt your nose in. Who are you? Who are you to come and butt your nose in? Have you got your ID with you? Your warrant card?
Yep.
Can I see it, please?
No.
Why not?
Don't want to.
You don't want to?
No.
Okay, that's fine. Let's get a nice picture of that, of your face, and I'll just send that to the IOPC. So you're based here, are you? You're based here? That's fine. It's failure to identify. If you're going to come and butt your nose in and try and act as a police officer, and you're going to refuse to identify under Section 42 of the Police Reform Act, that's fine. You can have your sanctions, whatever they decide to do. Not a problem. Your sanctions, whatever the IOPC decide to do.
They won't do anything.
Is that what you think? I've already had cases upheld for failure to identify, for being manhandled against my will. Okay. Trust me, this isn't my first rodeo, and I know how to get a complaint pushed through.
Oh, really?
Well, even if you don't identify yourself, last person that assaulted me that refused to identify, at Charing Cross, they already know who he is. His investigation's ongoing.
That sounds terrifying.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah.
Your absolute utter disregard for the public and your protocols and the law is disgusting. Mm-hmm. You are a disgusting excuse for a police officer. Oh. At least these two identified. They were actually willing to show their warrant cards.
No need to be rude about stuff, is
well, there absolutely is.
No, there isn't.
Well, there is. If he's going to come over and butt his nose in and not identify, it's absolutely every need.
So you just asked me a question.
I'm just chatting to you. I don't need to identify.
Well, I don't want to chat to you, so...
Okay, walk away then.
I don't want to walk away.
Stand in and talk with him.
Leave me then. Boring individual. Living a very boring life.
Absolutely. See, I find there are often two types of cops. Ones that were bullies at school and just want to carry on that position, or ones that were bullied and counteractively they want to become police officer to sort of feel that power. I reckon you were the bullied. You got that sense about you. You got that face about you.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Just you look a little bit like you're trembling. You're okay. There's nothing to be fearful.
Well, I've got like 3 police officers surrounding me for doing an awful activity.
Surrounding you.
You're free
Well,
to
I've got
go.
one on my right, one in front of me, and one on my left.
Yeah.
You're free to go. If you're
Free to go.
Okay.
We're encouraging you to walk away.
They've encouraged me to walk away, so I'll walk away over here and see if they decide to follow me. It didn't take long for them to come out and try and exert their authority. Not supposed to obstruct the yellow hatched box. Pardon? Okay, cool. Right, so if I stand here all day, and that's fine then. So they've got a van over this way. They're now recruiting, because these 3 are quite obviously inept. Yeah, they keep this one pretty clean and tidy, which is nice to see. Parked on a single yellow line, and they leave their police book out just so they don't get tickets. Not even in a bay, but the bays are Monday to Friday, 8:30 to 6:30. Wait for them to do their walk of shame. Is that a work device or a personal device? Is that work or personal? Is that work or personal, that phone?
What do you?
Well, because if it's work, I'll do a freedom of information request for it. If it's personal, well, that's a different story.
Okay, see you later.
No worries, take care. Oh dear. There we go. Literally like straight away here. Oh dear. So yeah, anyway, carry on around the building. How absolutely unprofessional of that second one to refuse to identify. Somebody's chucked a sticker over it, and then somebody's drawn like a witch's hat on it. Oh dear. Interesting. You too? Remember all that advice?
Always. You too.
There we have it, and that's pretty much the building, really. It's a bit of a crappy building there. Can't say it's particularly pleasant to look at, unfortunately. Well, in other news, guys, I hope you stay safe in the upcoming extreme heat that's coming on Monday, Tuesday this week. Highs of like 40, 41 it's saying where I live, which is absolutely insane. But yeah, so there we go, 109 Lambeth Road. And that's where it is. So I've still got the initial sergeant is still stood across the road, and I'm just waiting for the bus, or just watching me. He's on the phone. He's stood at a bus stop, so yeah, we've got a police car coming in. It's pretty cool. It's like double barriers, so I think maybe their pass opens the gate and then the security have to open the barrier. Double security is always good. Yeah, we'll hang around a little bit and see if we can get a better shot of the marked vehicle. Just missed that one, really. Police vehicle going in. Interesting that they come in on blues. I do always wonder what the emergency might be to come in on blues. They've got ELM on the back of the vehicle. I don't know what ELM stands for.
We've been told you're filming the police vehicles
Who
outside
you
the
got?
building.
Special Constable Kyle Hartfield. Oh,
Can I just ask,
52370. Is that your collar number?
Yeah.
That's a long collar number.
Yeah, I'm one of the volunteer officers.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Can I just ask what you're doing?
Pardon?
Can I just ask what you're doing?
Well, you just told me what I'm doing.
Yeah, can I just ask why?
You can.
Because obviously we have concern when people do things like that. I'm not saying that you're doing anything wrong at all, but
Appreciate it.
want to know if there's a reason why you're doing that.
Oh, yeah, of course there is a reason for everything.
Yeah. Can I have that reason, please? Is there a reason that you're not going to tell me?
Oh, other than the fact I don't have to.
Partly, yeah, because of the nature of what this building is, we have reasons that we would like to keep it secure.
Yeah, sure.
It does cause us concerns. It wasn't so long ago we actually had a car crash into this building. Turns out it was an accident.
Oh, did it? Oh,
Yeah.
Well, there you go. It was an accident, so there's nothing to worry about. Accidents happen.
Yeah, but obviously at the time we didn't. So when we get things like this, we just want to ask who people are,
Sure.
what they're doing.
There you go.
why they're
You've
doing
come, you've asked. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Can't stop you from doing that.
How long do you plan on being here for, if you don't mind me asking?
How long's a piece of string, my friend?
Obviously hot weather. Have you got water to keep yourself hydrated and stuff?
I haven't actually. If you can get me a glass of water, I'd be much greatly appreciated. If you've got disposable cups in there or something.
Yeah, I
that'd be
can
fine.
if you want.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic. Appreciate that.
Cool. Any particular reason just why you're doing this thing?
Interested.
That's
That's
fine.
something I'm interested in. Cool.
We might even be able to let you have a look around if you want, if you've got a particular thing you want to look at.
If you can allow me to go in and have a look around at the vehicles and that without wanting my ID to prove to, obviously I know sometimes I've been offered that and then they say that's fine but we need your information so we know who's in the building for fire safety. So I know that can be, but if you're willing to let me have a go in and have a look around vehicles and stuff without that stipulation, then yeah, I'll be absolutely interested in that. Oh. Sorry, 2 seconds.
Yeah, I will get you a glass of water.
Oh, that'd be grand, thank you. I really appreciate that. You're a very nice constable. Oh, yeah, I appreciate that.
I'm not paid, I genuinely do this because I want to have a community.
Yeah, exactly. And I'll tell you what, you can tell a huge difference in the attitude between yourself, who's obviously a special, because you don't get paid, it's voluntary, and other constables that have already come and talked to me who obviously get paid to do the job. And funny enough, they were actually higher ranking their sergeants, and their attitude and disdain was palpable. One of them even refused to identify, which is ridiculous.
I'm not going to pass comment on that, but yeah. But yeah, I've given you my details. You're welcome to them again if you want them. Or
No, absolutely fine. I've read them out. That's all.
I'll get you some water.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
No,
Thank you. Can I shake your hand?
Yeah.
I appreciate that. You're a very nice man.
No, it's
Thank you.
a bit.
All right, cheers. Yeah, we're just waiting now for Special Constable to get me some water. How very lovely of him. Very gentlemanly.
Hello, sir.
Hiya, how are you?
How are you?
Not too bad. Yourselves?
Yeah, not bad. We've been called here obviously because people, obviously it's a police building, so they're just a bit suspicious. That's all of you filming.
Sure.
What are you doing filming for? Just don't mind me asking.
Sorry. I can't really see it in that one. Can't get to zoom out far enough like it normally does. There we go. Honestly, I've already got a constable dealing with the situation. He's actually gone to get me some water. Very nice,
fair enough.
very nice chap.
Yeah.
A special constable.
Yeah. I mean, as long as you're not trying to get in the building, that you're fine. You're free to film. It's a public place.
Absolutely.
Just be mindful. Obviously, some police officers might get a bit suspicious, but that's just the nature of the job. But
Well, that's it. As I've said, I've got no
problem.
problem with people coming and asking me questions.
Yeah.
But when I don't want to account for myself, as long as they don't get funny about it,
Yeah,
which
no.
the first three already did.
Yeah.
One of them actually refused to identify, so he'll be getting an IOPC complaint. After I told them I don't want to talk to them, walked away from roughly here to over there. Over there. After saying I no longer want to talk to them, they come and follow me, get in front of my camera, then tell me to ask me to stop filming, which basically amounts to harassment. They're trying under the Protection of Harassment Act 1998, Section 2, or is it 1A2, something like that. They're trying to get me to stop doing something which I'm lawfully entitled to do.
Have you got like a YouTube channel or something?
Pardon?
Have you got like a YouTube
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so it's to do YouTube.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I was just doing a quick tour of the building, showing the surroundings. I was trying to get some vehicles coming in and out, and sometimes, Special Constable's been lovely. He's offered to get me some water. The first three were awful. Don't mind getting approached, and yourselves have been polite.
Yeah.
And that's fine. I'm happy to have a civil conversation, but we do like to show the different reactions that we get. obviously, as you see.
No, mate, it's fair enough. The only thing I'll say is try not to walk into like the doors and stuff. Obviously, I'm sure you're aware. As long as you're not entering the building.
No, I mean it's all secure anyway. You got like number pads and that up there. I can't get in anywhere anyway.
It's a public place. We're going to leave you now.
Sorry, so who I've spoken to today?
Yeah, my name's PC Mansfield. The show number's 2943.
Thank 2943. Thank you. PC Jenkins. 1206. Lovely. Thank you. What station are you from?
Brixton.
Brixton. Okay. Actually, whilst you're here, then, it seems you're from Brixton.
Yeah.
Parking issues around Brixton Police Station. So obviously, I know. Yeah. Right. Okay. So double yellow lines.
Yes.
And the resident bays around there.
Yes.
You're not supposed to park in them.
No.
So last time I visited.
Double yellows we can if it's for an emergency. But
yeah, for an emergency. Yeah, absolutely. But if you just your car park's full, go find somewhere you have to walk in. That's just how it is. So last time I went there, I met some of the APCOA parking enforcement officers and had a conversation with them, and they said that they weren't allowed to ticket you. They've been told not to. So I went away.
Well, we do get ticketed.
Yeah, I did a freedom of information request, and the council to Lambeth Council, and they got back to me saying no, we specifically told them to. Yeah. But whilst I was there were vehicles parked in the permit.
We get tickets all the
holders.
time, and the way it works now, the policy is if we're stopping for an emergency, the job covers the tickets. If we're parking there for no good reason, just because we don't know walk,
you're personally liable. Thank you. Personally, that's best possible. Thank you.
Leave you with these officers and
yeah, we're all good. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much.
That's come down from our chief inspector, who said that if we're parking there for not an emergency, it's us that's going to be liable.
Absolutely fantastic. I've been trying to find that out, and that is absolutely fantastic news.
The chief who said that.
Yeah, I mean, if you're parking and you're on incident, and you obviously you get the ticket, it is what it is. But then you can prove that you're on incident. Yeah. It will just get thrown out anyway. Yeah. So that's fine because you're allowed to do that. Yeah. But it always has been a question of mine of whether or not, if you are parked there and you have no reason to be, if you're personally liable.
Repercussions for parking.
Fantastic. I love to hear that. Brilliant. And nothing, like no shade on you. Just one thing before we go. Have either of you turned on your body cameras?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. When you approach, it is in the Metropolitan Police policy on body-worn video and camera. You should always announce to the public that you are recording. Okay. And the reason being is so you've recorded me, and because you're part of a government organisation, I can do a subject access request for that under the Freedom of Information request. If you haven't told me that I've been recorded, how am I supposed to know that I have information held on myself to request? And that's what it amounts to. Okay. And obviously you don't want to be subject to covert recording without supervisor's authorisation either, because you can also get in trouble for that. Okay. That would be a bit more harder to push. But yeah, just for future, the policy does state at the first most practicable opportunity, if you're going into an aggressive situation, your priorities are different. Yeah. Come and go over to have a chat, you approach, say, good afternoon, just to let you know you're being recorded on our cameras. That's as simple as it needs to be. Actually, I think your policies do actually state, you need to state the time and date, the reason for recording, and things like that, just for ultimate transparency. If anything ever does transpire, if you've covertly recorded me and then I kick off and we have to arrest me or whatever, then you may not be able to, that may be inadmissible in court because you haven't announced you're recording, because then it's covert. And it come down to the judge to either allow it or not. But otherwise, if you've announced it, it's automatically admissible. So it's protection for yourself, it's protection for us, and I fully appreciate and I support the fact that you have them.
We'll have a read back of the policy when we get back.
Yeah, I would really appreciate it.
Not something we really talk about too much. Really.
Well, the thing is, you're supposed to have ELS training up to date, you're supposed to have your body-worn video up to date, and there's another type of training you're supposed to have up to date with it.
OST.
Yes, that's it, yeah.
But we don't really get much input on body when it's sort of one of the things taken for granted.
Well, you're supposed to have training up to date on it, and that's the thing. So when you do your training, I know you probably do countless amounts of training, but for our safety, it is important that we know we've been recorded. You know, it's public safety as much as yours. Yeah. Alrighty. Other than that, guys, have a great day. There we go. So I can't really call that one a walk of shame, guys, because they have been absolutely fine. My favourite has absolutely been the special constable, because he did go and get me some water. What a lovely, lovely man. Make sure I'm hydrated. My mouth was quite dry, so that's really helpful. And yeah, we just get them driving off and head on. pulling away. And left down that way, back out. Yeah, golden. But yeah, here we go guys. That is forensic science police support building.
Yay!
Very much a mixed bag here. Very, very much. Just gave a nice little wave on my way out. Yeah, so they've come here from Brixton Police Station. So yeah, it's good to have it confirmed that the issue of parking and that is being addressed there, and they are getting tickets and they are personally liable for them. So I don't feel so bad now raising my concerns about parking when I see it, because it's not coming out of our taxes. I don't want to cost us more money. So yeah, absolutely fantastic to hear that. And yeah, till the next one guys. I don't think there's going to be any more in London today. I'm going to get back home. Got things to do. But yeah, until the next one guys, stay safe. And ta-ra.